It's your man Ender Wood coming back to you. I'm going to do a thrift store finds video here. Unfortunately, my good computer had to be sent back to the shop. Only a month old and it starts defecting. So I'm just giving this sort of experiment to see if I can put something together that's decent enough for a video. I'm going to show you the first thing that I picked up. I paid $3 1/4 for this whole bag of stuff. Now this, what I'm showing you here, is pretty much just the junk that was in there. You know, it's like a Burger King Superman, a Burger King Dr. Doom, a bunch of these Avatar toys. This thing, which I absolutely hate, I've given these over and over to Goodwill, and they always seem to be in a bag, so I probably have owned this for my son a few different times. Yeah, this is just junk to get rid of. Probably find a more permanent solution to this one, like throwing them in a ditch or something. And I don't know. I'll show you some of the other things. Again, all this was just $3 1/4 plus tax, but I'll show you some of the other things that are in a bag. Here are these guys. Now, my son has like a ton of these. I guess they're some kind of collectible or something, some kind of card game. I actually happened to see these when I was in, I don't know, I was in some other store and I happened to see these. This one's name was Helios, and I know that because I know the Sun Titan from Greek mythology. That's how I remembered it. I was like, yeah, Greek mythology. And then there's some fire dude. But my son's got a ton of these. You know, they seem like decent enough toys, but if there's someone out there that's really into those, I'm happy to trade them. Also, you know, on the happy to trade list, there's the chick Transformer from like the Transformers movie. I have no idea what her name is. I just vaguely remember her being in that movie. Got a gun, and her arms move there. Her waist, I think, or no, her head moves. So that as well. Those are all in the bag. Also, there's a little jet. You know, it's like in pretty much perfect shape. It's pretty much like a discount in the package. So my son will play with that. You know, probably I don't know, with about $1/4. Doesn't buy it loose. I think it's called the movie Robots. I've seen it before. This one looks really nice. Also, it was in the bag. My son likes that. There was a Dana Scully. I actually figure, I guess it's Dana Scully. It definitely looks like Gillian Anderson. So that would be my guess. You know, she has some decent articulation. Her hand moves, other hand moves over here, waist moves, but the legs don't move. Oh, and her head moves too. So okay, not something I would have bought outside of a package. But I used to have a crush on Gillian Anderson back in the day. So I was like, oh, you know, that's kind of interesting to see that toy pop up in a bag. You got Hawkman here. It's actually like some ridiculous muscles on this dude. What is it, a Thanagarian? I forget his actual name. But you can pose his arms like that. You can do like the double bicep and everything. So it's a good posability. Unfortunately, the wings are not there. Otherwise, like, he looks pretty much perfect. There were 3 Transformers in the bag. Now I'm just showing you in the vehicle form, but they all of them like are perfect. They're you know, changed and everything. These are, I guess, newer. At least they're not the original ones from when I was a kid. This guy's an Autobot. I have no idea who it is. Then, well, you know, I'll set him back over here. Then there's this toy. And these are not for my son yet, so he has grabbed it ferociously now, as I can't prevent him. This guy is a Decepticon, I think, if I remember correctly. He's the bigger of the lot. Again, all of this was just $3 1/4. I'm very leery about Transformers. Like, a lot of times I'll buy them and they'll be all busted up in the bags or like missing pieces, so kind of worthless. But the big thing in there what my son really loved was this Iron Man. His head moves. Unfortunately, the elbows, joints don't move, but the arms do, the legs do. And he's quite big. Dr. Doom here, this Burger King Dr. Doom is about the size of an normal action figure, and you can see the size difference. You know, he's not one of the huge, Iron Man's not one of the huge toys, but he's much larger than a normal action figure. So, you know, I thought it was cool. Iron Man's one of my son's favorite superhero characters. So I'll put that together. Now that's just one of the deals. So the same day when I was in there, I found this too. I paid $1 1/4 for it. It's Optimus Prime, I guess. I don't know. It says Optimus. I think it looks like everything is there. He was open, like he wasn't in the bag or anything else. And it looks like everything's there. But I mean, I didn't even try to transform this thing. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because that just wouldn't be pretty. But it does look like everything. It looks like he turns into a plane and also an ape and maybe a gun. I don't know. picked all that stuff up one day. Now today, I went in there. I used one of my 20% off cards. So the stuff on this group, I got this plus 20% off. But the woman like screwed up when she did the order, so like I saved even more. But it was also kind of jacked that I wasted my 20% off card. This is $325 plus tax minus 20%. It's a like a Scary Tales Red Riding Hood, and Red Riding Hood, she looks quite tawdry here. So I don't know if my wife's gonna be happy about that one. I don't know why Red Robin Hood looks like a dirty little slut, but she does. And this is all still in the brand new in the package. The reason I actually bought it for my son were these two trees here that I think are actually awesome. It looks like they have articulation in their arms. There's a little skeleton down there, and there's a little Red Riding Hood's basket. Oh, and in the back it might even have some kind of like diorama or something, or something's back there. I can't quite see. I just noticed that now. But I thought 3 1/4. You know, I mean, still in the package. Well worth it. Oh, I'll let you see in a second, Bryn. And also, I picked this stuff up. She charged me $1 for each of these books, and I'd already given the 20% off card, so they cost me 80 cents plus tax. I guess she looked at these as children's books, but I mean, this is like a thick book. They're all in the adult section too, but you know, I'm not gonna argue with a hookup, and they all know me down there, so they, you know, they always take good care of me. But that was quite a nice hookup. You know, it's like, because I bought 3 of these books, so they would normally been $9. It's like $3, so that's like $6 savings. I mean, it's a pretty nice little hookup. So you know, you can see all these pictures. Man, the artwork in here is just absolutely beautiful, and it's kind of stuff I like to get. I'll sit there and read it to my kid. Let's see here, like a Dracolich there. For those of you who are not, for the RPG stuff, you might not know what that is, but it's like an undead dragon animated. Well, I'm not going to go through the whole process. It'll take a minute, and probably not really interesting to you. But I got that, 80 cents. I got this, the Demon Hunter's Handbook by Van Helsing. Yeah, Van Helsing's a little cheesy, but the book looked cool. Like something fun for my son. And he has some of these other books that have like little flaps here. And of course, a lot of you go, that's not appropriate for a 3-year-old, but you know, that's what my wife would say. But you know, as soon as I sit down and listen to it, I'll definitely read it to him. I remember when I was a kid, I would read about gods and monsters and all that stuff was like my favorite. So, you know, I'm not squeamish about showing this kind of thing to my son. You know, so some pretty interesting stuff here. You know, you can see like you know, like some greater Key of Solomon style Kabbalistic drawings there, and some of the pretty interesting artwork. I think the artwork in here is absolutely fantastic. But it's kind of a large book too, so I mean, you can't beat that for 80 cents. And this is the first time I've ever found a role-playing game book at Goodwill. I paid 80 cents for this. It's a 3.0 arms and equipment. It looks like it is like right off the shelf of a game store. You best believe I was tearing through those books. I was looking to see if they had any other D&D stuff in there, but this is the only D&D book they had, which is kind of odd. This is not. I kind of imagine. I would think if someone got rid of this, they were going to get rid of all their stuff, at least from that edition. And this is not the kind of book you probably, if you just own one D&D book, it would not be this one. I already own this book, of course, but this actually might be a better quality copy than I have, and I paid 80 cents for it. So, you know, why would I leave that laying on the shelf? And I didn't. Today, the first time they have ever called me. I'm on the list up at Goodwill. You understand now. And it's the first time they have ever called me up at Goodwill about a toy. And I'm on a list at both of them. And I was up there going to cry with my son. We're getting our buffet on, you understand. And they called me. And what they had down there they had this. They might have been some more stuff before I got up there. But it's Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. Now, I haven't seen the second movie. Is this the second movie, Revenge of the Fallen, or is this a like a series? I don't know. But this guy's name is The Fallen, so I guess it was in fact his revenge. Just using some very basic critical thinking skills there. Obviously, someone named The Fallen is a Decepticon, but that's not hard to deduce. I paid $8.99 for him. Obviously, he's brand new in the box. The box is not quite, I guess, what you would call a mint on card, but it's still good enough. Like, I mean, it's a good enough condition. Like I could be giving it as a present or something. But I paid $8.99, which is a little higher than I probably would like to pay. But you know, that's a good deal for this guy. I gotta imagine this guy is a $15, $20 toy. If someone knows the actual retail value of that, I would love to hear it. That's for some reason hard to find, but they just got him in from Target, and I scooped him up. He turns into some kind of plane or something on the back here. Cybertronian destroyer mode. I don't know. But my son, kind of nice. You can see the other 3 I had there. Oh wow! Check that out. My son, who is 3, as you can see, of course, those were all in vehicle format, and he transformed him. I mean, he didn't pull the legs out, but that's pretty good for a 3-year-old, I think. And this one, he transformed completely. Like, I mean, he's completely changed. Great job, Ryan. Give me boom. Boom. So that one he transformed, and then this one, he didn't pop the head, but the head on this one's this guy's a little tricky. But other than that, he did transform that guy as well. So I'm pretty impressed actually with that, Ryan. I'm going to start to build actually a very nice Transformers collection. He's got a massive superheroes and Star Wars collection. I mean, massive. And the last thing I bought, it's my wife. She's a professor, and university professor. And it's the last day for the college students today. So got her a little scented candle. Got this down at Ross's. It's only $4.99. I was thinking they were one of the Yankee candles up there, like $9.99. But I was smelling everything, and this one just smelled awesome. It's called Orchard Blossom. And the girl rang me up. She went out and smelled it. She's like, "Oh, that smells awesome." Good smell. Yeah, trust me, it smells really good. So I picked that up at Ross's. I got the Ross's tip off my man. And this is pretty much I think everything I got here. I'm trying to make sure. Oh yeah, we also picked up a I'm not sure where that wandered off to, but a little thin Star Wars book. I paid $1 for. I wouldn't have bought it, but it was a Star Wars book. So I picked that up for him too. And that's all the thrift store finds we have. Hopefully this doesn't look too atrocious now. I don't know, so please grade easily. I kind of stick everything off to the side of the refrigerator before I put it away. I just want to put some of the stuff away. Probably hold most of the stuff off. I might do one more of these before I get my computer back, the good computer, but I'll probably hold off because, you know, I know this video quality is less than otherwise, probably shaky, things going in and out of focus. So I do apologize for that, but I want to go ahead and just try to get one of these videos up. So thanks for watching, thanks for bearing with me, and much appreciated. Oh, I meant to say my collections. That's who gave me the tip on going to Ross's and checking out that. And you can find some really good stuff at Ross's in terms of the deep discounts they have there as well. So thanks for watching.